Hello everyone, welcome to the video. This time the video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be analyzing a game that I recently played against a much higher rated opponent. My opponent in this match was 2000. So let's see. My opponent opened the game with e4 and I responded with c5. Because I feel more comfortable playing the Sicilian defense. It's my best option against e4. So he offers a pawn immediately and I take it. And then I think this is the Mismoral Gambit. I don't remember very well. But I don't really like to take it, to take the pawn and all the pawns that I'm offered in this opening, because it opens lines too much and I just fall behind in development. So I decline the pawn and I continue developing. Queen c7. Just developing my pieces, trying to, all this is standard, like these pieces should go in these squares in this opening. Then I should come here, the bishops sometimes come here and controls this diagonal. I castle short here. The knight can jump to any of these squares, also here. From here it attacks this pawn. So it's pretty much standard. So I continue with the plan. Castles. He started attacking with his pawns, and in this match it's actually very interesting because after reviewing this match with the engine, there were many ups and downs for both sides. So whenever I come across with one of those tactical moments of the game, maybe a tactic that either my opponent or myself missed, I'm going to ask you to pause the video and try to figure out what the best move was for either black or white. So let's continue. I play here knight e5. The idea is just to exchange some pieces because I feel a little bit cramped here. I need to start developing this bishop too. So I just wanted to exchange some pieces. He takes with his bishop and I just recapture. Okay, and he advances. Now I challenge the pawn. I know this looks a little bit weird, like to do this, but as soon as he takes my pawn, I'm just gonna recapture with my queen and I will be out of this file. So he took, I did the same. He protect his pawn. Now this pawn is hanging, but these two pawns here are a little bit weak. So I attack. Okay, I first develop the bishop, finish my development, and then I attack them. And here, this is the first mistake I made and the first tactical shot of the game. I should have played, if I was gonna play this a5, I should have done it in the previous move right here. Instead of developing my bishop, I should have just gone a5 right away and this capture, and there would be some pressure on this pawn as well as the knight. But it turns out that it's now too late. If you wanna know why, you can pause the video and try to figure out. The correct move for white here, my opponent played the capture, very natural, just capturing the pawn. But the correct move here was actually knight c4, which not only attacks my queen but also the pawn, and now it's hanging. It's gonna be up a pawn after that, and with the knight there on a5, he's gonna be attacking my bishop. It could be very problematic for me. So he took the pawn, I took back, and then he threatened this bishop. And at that moment I thought that he had blundered the bishop. Sorry, the knight. I thought he had blundered the knight because I said, okay, he's gonna take my bishop, I'm gonna take his knight, but then this knight is also hanging, right? I take here, this is hanging, but he can take this one, so material wise he's even. So I took the knight, he took the bishop, and this is the second tactical moment of the game where I missed a very nice tactical shot, which would have given me a really significant advantage. I played the move bishop takes a5, a3, sorry, which is a mistake. It's not the best move. It's actually a very bad move because there was a really much stronger move. If you want to know what move is, you can pause the video and try to figure it out for yourself. So here, the thing is that this knight is hanging, but this bishop is also hanging. I have to move this bishop somewhere where is defended, but at the same time is creating a threat. So the correct move is just bishop d6, creating this threat with the queen. And if he attacks my queen, I can give a check and then take the knight. But I just took the pawn. I was playing kind of fast because when I play against 2000 plus opponents, I usually find myself in time scrambles where I am down on time, so I try to play very fast. So he saved his knight. Since my bishop is not attacked anymore, he had to save his knight. Okay, I went back, pressuring this pawn. He pinned the bishop to my queen, so I just got out of the pin. And here, this is the next moment where I missed a cool tactic. If you wanna know what it is, please pause the video and try to figure it out for yourself. Okay, this one is not so obvious and it was actually very difficult. I don't even know if I would have found this had I had more time. Maybe I wouldn't have found this because it's a little bit difficult to see in a game. When I say, okay, here there is a tactic and you start scanning for tactics, that's much easier compared to a game where you know that there might be something but there might not be anything and you might be just wasting your time. But the correct move here was rook a2. It was very cool because the rook is completely hanging there, right? It's just hanging. He takes if he takes the rook with his queen, I take the bishop. And you might say, okay, but a rook is more valuable than a bishop. But when I get to this square, I am attacking both rooks, and he cannot defend both. So I would be up a whole piece at that moment. And if he just goes back, he takes back with the knight. I can play a rook here, attacking the knight. He has to go back. Rook d8, attacking the bishop. He goes back. Queen d2, takes. And engine says that line is a little bit better for black. Black pieces are more active than whites, so it might be a little bit slightly better for black. So yeah, rook a2, very nice tactical shot there. I just decided to exchange his most active rook because after this exchange now he's left with this rook which is very passive. And here, okay, I wanted to pressure more this pawn. At the moment he's defended 3 times and he's attacked 3 times too. And here I missed another tactical shot. So if you want to know what it is, so pause the video and try to see for yourself. Okay, actually I did see this one during the game, but I was a little bit afraid of playing it because of my back rank. I thought that I was gonna get checkmated here on the background, but only after I finished the game and I reviewed the game by myself, I realized that this bishop was covering the problems here, so there was nothing to worry about. And during the game I was thinking about this move. I wanted to make it work, but again, because of the background here, I didn't play it. What I did was just take on e3, which wins a pawn for black, but it was much stronger to just to go here. At this point, the engine suggests for white, just take the rook, queen takes queen, knight takes knight, h5, and after the knight retreats, bishop takes knight, and then pawn takes bishop, and it would be a queen versus a rook and a bishop. It would be winning at that point. So here the very best move here is just to take this pawn, really, but I was trying to look for more than that. I wanted to do something like this, to set up something like that. He attacked my bishop, and this is a mistake. Engine said this is not correct. I should have played a knock-in here, because at the moment that he takes my bishop, I can take his anyway, so there was nothing to worry about. And here things are very equal, and I am already very passive here with this rook. I let him get a lot of activity, and at this point I'm just playing to get a draw, which it is a draw. I mean, checking with the engine, I saw that this was a draw, but I had just 40 seconds and defending this was quite a challenge. So I made a blunder and I ended up losing this game. Here he checked, and then I made the blunder, rook e6 to defend this pawn. And when I play this move, I realize and just resign. After I go up, he's going to check me and win my rook. But what I should have done instead was to play rook e4, trying to attack his pawns. So it was a very nice game, because it shows that during a game there are many tactics that we miss because of the time, or maybe a lack of experience, maybe. But I found that it's a really good exercise to go through the match once you finish it, and try to figure out whether there were any tactics that you missed, and only then check those with the engine, and see how close to the engine you were. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This was a little bit of analysis. Thank you very much for watching the video, and I will see you on another opportunity. Take care.